stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. It's complete to the left. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Durham. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Number 10. Catch and score.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. A quick pass to the left.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Wildcats get it past the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. He wants to throw. He's got his man. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in spot.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewitt.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can drive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but you got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
He leaves it with his back. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Smashes through the tackle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Line getting set on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion from the offense. Give to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Comes the heat and they get home and they get him at the 21. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On second down, looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This quarterback part of their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was...
Pass on the way. It's kicked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's looking for a man on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll try it over the left side. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense in press coverage. quick strike complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Irish!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Notre Dame, 19. Kansas State, 7.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Still running at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The give out of the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They didn't get enough for the first down, so 4th down, clock running as they hurry to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the connection. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He'll set up to throw. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got it in the middle. It's Garrison. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Offense lining up quickly. This time they'll go to the running game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll call for the fair catch here. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play in this half. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
27, Kansas State, 14.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
The give to the back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. This crowd knows when to bring it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
Well, I get it. You can fight for extra yards. Sometimes you go backwards, or sometimes you lose the football. But, man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Kansas State quick to the line. On second down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 13 over Memphis. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Irish, back on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing.
Pulls it in on the left. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks, and he's run.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kansas State, 21.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Quarterback checking the play. He'll throw on third down. Using the quick game. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Kansas State pushing the pace. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On second down, just keeps firing. Got his man quickly. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. On the move at the 30. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll pitch it. Spins away from the defense. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. At the 45, on its way. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Kansas State, 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Third down coming.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Notre Dame, 46. Kansas State, 21.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he's
going deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Oh, it's a reverse. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Kansas State in business in the red zone. The give to the left. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Here comes the offense on first down. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Fast motion from the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's McDowell. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They're bringing heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wide out in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
29.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. After the misfire, now on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Handoff to the lone back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Kansas State quick to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Here we go. Going up top on first down. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it down to the 1 yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Number 3.
Lining up for the PAT. They want the fake, and he wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
29.
You'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He's going to pass on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. The give to the lone running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Anderson with the carry. Hard running there. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a wide open receiver. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. On first and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Get set, get set. Ready, go.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Try to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build on it.
Ball goes out of bounds. The onside kick is unsuccessful, and they'll take over after the penalty. Line gets set, first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They move the tight end all over. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Irish. And the route is on. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kansas State, 36.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense.
Jackrabbit.
They'll leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Right back to the well. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. A shot toward the end zone. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Kansas State has it first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now second and goal.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Got it.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today.